Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jules, here for WhatCulture Gaming, joined by the ever-illustrious Adam Cleary.
Yeah, I like that, I'll do. Hello.
Yeah, building an empire day by day. And today we have something a little bit special for you because the lovely people over at Square Enix have sent over a copy of their special edition of Left Alive. And what we're going to do for you today is unbox it and show you what you get inside. Now, I've taken some previous criticism on board. I've changed up the table from a music stand that was there last time. And also, thank you very much, Daniela, for sorting us out with this.
The Meast.
Now, we brought in Adam Cleary, not only because he is a massive gamer, but also because he has a lot of lineage with mech games. And you also are a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid series as well.
That too.
And what's the first thing you think of when you look at the art style?
Holy moly, that's the Metal Gear Solid art.
It's because it's done by the same artist, which is fantastic.
I was going to say that's good, because if it wasn't, that's a bit...
And to be honest, the art direction in the game is actually pretty, like, one of its strong points. Oh my god, is it going to be one of those things where I fail to open up the...
Right.
Okay, so what's meant to be in here is not only a copy of the game, as you would hope when you spend this amount of money on it. That fresh
satisfying new product smell, yes.
And you get a nice little like display box here with a quite an evil looking Android on it. Let's see what we get inside. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, points for presentation already.
That is slick.
You get that out, see what's in there. Now, she did mention that the game might not be in there because it was sent as a code.
What do you want to guess?
I'm gonna go with no, so therefore just no disappointment. Okay, cool, so that's fine. They've sent us the codes.
We've been blockbuster video.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, it comes with a lovely little steel book there, which is always nice.
That is lovely, that.
I believe it comes with this thing here, which is an art book containing all of the drawings.
Hang on, before you get on the art book, listen.
Yeah.
What a satisfying close noise that is.
Imagine that every single time, just like, oh, do it again. There we go, that's good, that's good. There you go, do you want to have a little leaf through the art book as well? Well, I get out the piece de resistance, which we will show in greater detail, but I assume we'll need a bit more unpacking time.
Again, another satisfying, ooh.
You're a very tactile person with the smells, aren't you?
I am, yes. Not enough cuddles. Oh, the artwork is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, they've gone above and beyond. So if you're not entirely sure what this game is about, what it is that in the distant future of 2077, there's economic blocks.
2027.
Oh, sorry, 2027. There's economic blocks that have formed that have, they're kind of replacing the world power system that we are used to in today's world. There's lots of fighting that goes on along the borders for, like, you know, resources and stuff like that. And you play as one of 3 survivors who's unfortunately been caught up in this massive border war that's just taken over in this country of Novoslava. It's not me. I didn't provide my likeness for that. Although
you're in a lot of games these days, aren't you?
It's almost like having a generic face and hairstyle puts you in there. But here is the big boy. So what this is called a Wanzer, I believe so. It's a mechanized robot suit that isn't a Metal Gear Ray.
No.
It's contractually different, but it has, apparently, yeah, 100 points or something of articulation.
100 points of articulation? That's more than I've got.
Brilliant, that.
We said that beforehand,
Brilliant.
we just thought it would be.
I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm making him or destroying him, but please, feel free to have a look at this.
Oh my word.
I'm a huge fan of the art style because it's so, like, chunky when they do those sort of, like, very straight edges, very, like, Russian industrial.
Oh, he's got wheels?
Oh, I assume that he needs them to basically lean back on to, like, because he's an artillery gun for this massive unit that's there. That's pretty cool. In the game, you focus on basically trying to survive for as long as possible, but it's not kind of like Don't Starve or like a sort of open world game. It actually forms in chapters that are level designs that are focused around stealth, rescuing civilians, and also crafting equipment from bits that you find.
Yeah, talk to me about the game for a second. Like, how does it go?
So it's a huge emphasis on stealth, and I've only had a short hands-on time with it at the moment. I'm going to put up my review for the website probably later next week. And it's basically, you are completely outclassed and outskilled by the other forces that have invaded, and they have
relatable,
like,
yes.
Yeah, I know, and they have like superior firepower, mass numbers, and also 100-foot walking tanks, and you are but a guy or a woman trying to survive. It's It's quite bloody difficult. From what I've played so far, if the enemies see you, you will be dead unless you've set up like explosive devices, trip mines and things like that to lead them back into it. But there was one very fun moment where you do get to pilot one of these quite early on, and he just gets out this giant like magnum looking thing. I've just pulled his arm off, brilliant, that's a good start. And he basically just lets fire into a group of people and they're just like, oh yeah, that's why it's fun to be.
Wait, does his arm not, I think his arm comes off because you can change it with other things.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh yeah, look, because there's 2 extra hands here.
There you go, you haven't broken it.
There we go, that's pretty cool. But the quality of the model is surprisingly good. Like,
it's really nice, yeah.
The amount of like articulation that's on there, the casting of it, the color shading. There's tons of little additional details, like sort of emblems and insignias all over.
Little lead moves.
Oh, he's got a little head as well. Oh, that's lovely, that is. So you get that all in the game package, the art book, that, and I believe that the retail price is going to be shown on screen because I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Is that it? That's not bad.
That is either a good or bad price for this game. I can't tell at the moment because I've forgotten how much it exactly costs. Are you fitting in with what, like rocket launchers?
Look, yes.
Oh, okay.
Name me one thing in life that's not enhanced by the addition of rocket launchers.
I couldn't even. I was immediately thinking to myself, trying like a snarky. I
know, but it's rocket launcher. There isn't one.
Because I was going to say, like, oh, a rocket launcher, and I was like, no, that would just be more rocket launchers. Be all right.
As he's got here.
Yeah.
Toast, for example, really good.
Well, if you're eating it, then might be a bit problematic if you're trying to like chomp down and getting a.
I reckon it's workable.
Fair enough. I don't discuss my eating habits, you know, after what was all the backlash I got from that last time. Anyway, so that's what's in the Left Alive Special Collector's Edition. I'm sure that this will either find itself a...
I wonder where his railgun goes.
There is a little instruction manual here. I assume that this will...
ask for directions.
Shed light. I'll tell you what, I'll find out what it is, and I'll see if you're getting one more...
Can you hot or cold me?
Sure, let me just...
I want to go on his heat. I want to go on his heat.
Right, okay.
Interesting.
Oh, you are. Ooh.
I'm thinking.
Cold.
Cold?
Yes.
Cold? Is it like a leg?
I can show you where it goes. Goes on his back and then flips forward, so it goes into that slot there, I assume?
Into connect rocket into slot. Ah ha ha ha!
That's the one. And then it just goes over his. Then it should like lean forward over his shoulder.
It does, because I've.
And then,
Heavens!
And then therefore it leans on that, and then he can just like braces it when he shoots.
And he's got little wheels.
I mean, you're upset.
really like this.
The wheels have been the thing that's like sold it to you the most.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was in my early development, but every game that remotely involves any kind of giant walking mechanized tank just gets me like that.
Well, you were talking to me about Mech Warrior.
I've been playing Mech Commander at home.
Mech
I've got a PlayStation 4 with a load of free games I managed to get over the last couple of weeks, all sitting gathering dust because I want to play the Mech Commander strategy game from 1999. Just sitting there, cup of tea, little muffin, just crack on that with a couple hours.
See, I
don't know what it is.
I believe that this to be like quite a good marriage between the sort of, maybe the gap that's been left by the Metal Gear Solid like franchise departing so abruptly. Obviously the art style sort of very reminiscent
The
of
art style, I have to say, just keeps grabbing me again and again and again and again.
I will say this though, that this game is not Metal Gear Solid. It is entirely its own in the way that it approaches sort of survival combat and making sure that you're rescuing civilians and things like that. So, as in terms of, if you're going to pick this up based on thinking that it's going to be the next Metal Gear Solid, it ain't going to be that, but think of it as an entirely new IP. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll show some nice product shots and sweeping angles of all these lovely things that you can get. But thank you so much, Square Enix, for sending this over to us right now.
Yes, dude.
What's his name?
There is little rascal jacket.
Ray McLucas.
So crazy.
Should we just read all of the names out?
Go on. You can start with that one.
Ivan Nikolaevich Zadzhev.
Okay. Julia. There you go.
Yeah, there's quite a long Russian name after that. Brilliant. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and we will speak to you soon. You can go follow me at RetroJ with a 0 over on Twitter, and Adam Cleary at...
Adam Cleary, CLERY, but I'm going to be relatively busy playing with this for the next few hours, so don't expect any fire content over on the socials.
Brilliant. Well, as always, you guys have been awesome, and we will speak to you soon. Bye! You're making him wave.
Making him wave. He's got 100 points of articulation.